Chat, here we go. We have Nwpo versus ApparentlyJack today. A nice best of 7 show match for $200. The $200 provided by Epic. So shout out to Epic and the Hatsune Miku limited time event that's going on right now. All you got to do, hop into Rocket League, check it out today. Shout out to Epic for giving us these nice matches. This is the first of 2 that we have. And I think everyone's going to be excited to see Nwpo against Jack. Jack is the kind of guy who has been able to peak at the highest levels when it comes to 1v1. And Nwpo is probably there right now at that highest level. Now, the difference between Nwpo and Jack is that Jack did play some of these off-season tournaments that happened over the last few months. Specifically, Arm the Rebels. Jack had a really solid run and was able to get a win in Arm the Rebels. Tough to get a win in the EU tournament, but he was able to do so. Whereas Nwpo stayed silent for all of the 1v1 tournaments. Arm the Rebels, Salt Mine 4, we did not see Nwpo in any of them. But in the show matches, he seems to be as good as anybody else. You know, as good as even the best of the best, which of course right now is Nas. I think there's no question. Everybody has Nas #1 in the world. Some people, certainly some people who are slightly biased towards the Saudi Arabian players would probably tell you that Nwpo is #1 in the world. But I think without a Salt Mine 4 victory, without a recent match against Nas, it's really hard to put him there. But we'll see how he does today against ApparentlyJack, who's had swings of, 1v1 greatness. He did win that Arm the Rebels, but he also played another Arm the Rebels as well as a little bit of the Salt Mine. He got sick during the Salt Mine, so it's hard to really, look at his Salt Mine performance too closely and get too up in arms about what was probably a result that Jack wishes was a bit better. But with one full missing open qualifier, it's hard to know if he wouldn't have been able to do just a little bit better, but ended up not making that top 8 final that happened in Salt Mine 4. Tell you what, he could definitely make up for not the best Salt Mine performance with a great win against Nwpo here. As he's going to go double jump bump. Nwpo able to dodge all the way to the back wall around it. Showed that there was no way he was going to get bumped. Jack gave up on it. And Nwpo able to get back down, save, and take it away for a counter. So an early lead for Mr. ApparentlyJack. But it is already squandered. Nwpo switching the field here as ApparentlyJack goes all the way to his back corner. Nwpo ceiling heights, floating behind the ball. Did not get much. And Jack is going to be able to take it away. Solid challenge there from Jack. Nwpo getting lost in the air is not something you expect to see happen very often, but certainly happened here. As we're all tied up 2 minutes into game 1. We're going best of 7 today. So a nice long bout between the two. Tons of opportunity to adjust to what they see from each other, and Nwpo going to go single jump bump to retake the lead. Nwpo kickoff goal not stopped, as ApparentlyJack did stand a chance. Little hug at the midfield as both of them going for the wave dash kickoff. Just enough power to make sure Jack didn't stand a chance. Now the good news is that even if Jack did get the save, he's probably just going to get scored on quickly after. So tough to make those recovery saves. Look at the chain dashing from Nwpo. Now easily able to clean up Jack's shot and shoot on a wide open net. All this because he has multiple zap dashes on his way to the side wall. Jack left with no boost. Thought maybe I could get this ball out ahead of him. I mean, he doesn't even necessarily need to shoot it. He's just trying to get it past Nwpo so that Nwpo then has to either swing all the way around the ball or, take it into the back corner. Just something that was going to take him a while. Give Jack a couple more seconds to grab boost and recover. But Nwpo there so quickly that he's able to cleanly take that touch straight to the net. And now another kickoff win and into an air dribble. Jack challenges him, but Nwpo catches this off the pinch. He 50s with Jack to the ceiling, and on the way down, he continues the air dribble. If he had to outplay another defender, he might have been able to. Here in ones, it's not really a big deal that he caught it, because whether it hits the ground or whether he carries it to the ground, it's going to be a goal either way. But beautiful control from Nwpo, who is now going to double jump bump Jack to the back wall. Carry into a reset. That is seemingly a bit of a mistake. It's funny that I even hesitated for a moment because Nwpo is just that guy when it comes to recoveries. Like, okay, well, this looks like he gave the ball for free to Jack for an easy goal, but what is Nwpo going to do this time to make me wrong about that? But it turns out not much. He is indeed going to get scored on. Jack picking up the midfield 100 as he baits Nwpo in here slightly. Will that end up being a good decision, or will it play into Nwpo's hands? Cannot chase him down and can't get up to this ball in time. Nwpo's going to be playing at light speed. And I think Jack, who is somebody who really wants to slow the ones game down, is going to have to recognize when he needs to pick up the speed a little bit. More so than anybody else, I feel like. When Jack is in control, when he feels like he's playing solid, he brings the game to a screeching halt in his favor and just picks you apart. Nwpo is going to insist on this one's game being played at maximum speed. Nice shot from Jack. Takes this dribble to the ceiling, and the whole way down is just reading Nwpo, ready to use his flip if he needs to. He's just in perfect step with the ball, which is what makes this possible. He's not falling any faster or slower. If so, he'd be forced, to challenge at a specific moment. Oh, what a read. I mean, I'm not even sure if it's a read. This is a fairly standard kickoff from Nwpo. I'm not sure if he's trying to beat a delay from Jack. Jack is clearly heavy delaying. But, I mean, what Nwpo did right there is something that anybody could just do, whether they're reading their opponent or not. Jack does get a decent kickoff possession here. Zero boost. Double jump. Nice read. Saw Nwpo moving in and out of the nets. Nwpo threatening to go in and out and make a save high, but ultimately transitions back down. Jack saying he doesn't have the goal explosion on. Does he not? I haven't noticed. These guys got the Hatsune Miku items for today's show match. I know Nwpo's for sure rocking the goal explosion. Apparently Jack has the wheels. Nwpo's going to slow roll this one in. (9-5) in favor of Nwpo. Heavy delay. This time it's going to work out for Jack as he has to reverse to make sure he doesn't get bumped. We have not seen any of the new quick chats yet in this show match. Nwpo was certainly rocking a ton of them. I have finally bound yes, and it's great. It's great. I saw a Reddit post too about it. How yes has just brought back their love of the game, and you truly cannot go wrong with the yes quick chat. I need to add you have time too, though. Apparently Jack demo on the side wall. And we'll tap in his 6th goal. Not sure it's going to matter here in this game. Just probably going to Nwpo's favor, but considering this is a long show match, it would not hurt. This is a new thing that Nwpo is doing. Nwpo has normally been, let me just run up as many goals as possible. Let me see how many clips I can get. But when he's had these leads with a minute left to go, he's decided, I'm going to do some time wasting. I'm just going to keep this ball in the blue half, and I'm going to lock in my win. And that is a dangerous, dangerous thing for his opponents. That level of chaos that Nwpo used to bring was almost essential in everyone's blueprint to getting a win on him. But if he's going to play it really smart and secure all his wins, it could be tough to take this guy down as he's going to go up 1-0 in this best of 7. This video is sponsored by Epic Games and their Hatsune Miku collab that is going on right now in Rocket League. If you guys log in, there's a limited time event where you're going to see some challenges in order to get some items, as well as some stuff in the item shop. I went ahead and took some of these items for a little test run over in ranked 1v1, and it was so simple to get a win. First thing I did is I just got a quick win. Oh, okay. Maybe, what I meant to say is I got a quick win. Okay, you know me. I bounce back. I got a quick win. As I was saying, I got a quick win. All I had to do was get this guy who basically wanted the freestyle to forfeit early, and I got a win in the Hatsune Miku items. That could be you if you log into Rocket League and check it out today. Game number 2. Nwpo and ApparentlyJack. Nwpo's show match record right now in his last, what is it, 10 or so games, 11 or so games, 10-1. I think he has one loss to Moxie. And then, of course, if you go one more match farther, then it's like 10-2 or 11-2 because it will include his loss to Nas in Salt Mine Final. Nwpo going to be the first to score here. And right now, it does feel like if someone's going to get a win against Nwpo, it's going to have to be leading the whole match and really dictating pace from the very beginning. Otherwise, Nwpo is just looking too good. He's going to make it 2-0. Jack on 12 boost. Again, just getting surprised at how willing Nwpo is to just dive on the ball. You know, Jack so far swung around the side with 12 boost. He's thinking he's going to start a dribble, maybe cut it in. He's thinking he just has time. There's must be his expectation. And instead, Nwpo is backflipping, challenging him, and just chasing the ball to a level that Jack doesn't seem to be ready to expect, but something he'll certainly learn over the course of 3 to 4 games here, as Jack will flick this one top right and keep himself in this. Jack able to get this boost. And he's going to make sure he grabs the midfield 100 as well as he rotates back. Little pass to himself. Nwpo almost read it. He thought Nwpo was going to follow him into the corner, and he tried to pass to himself off the back wall to set up a counterattack, and Nwpo almost just used it as an assist. He just barely wasn't fast enough as Jack tried to clip him with a bump. And now instead we'll rotate back. Nwpo, air dribble, Jack able to meet him and pinch it away. Now, what can he do here on the back wall, though? Nwpo's actually chasing him from behind, which actually felt like a chance for Jack to score. I thought he was going to maybe chase down a demo. But Jack not able to get out ahead. Ground pinch is enough! I thought Jack had rotated back, and I did not expect to see this work. Oh, he actually chained some dashes up to the ceiling. He was thinking about a ceiling challenge because Nwpo might be going for a slow dribble, but Nwpo edited his play, brought it to the ground, and ground pinches it far away from where Jack was shadowing. He's able to secure a third goal. Oh my goodness, Nwpo. This is how it can be sometimes playing against this guy. It seems like everything goes his way. And this kickoff, which for a moment looked like it was off target, is no. Of course, it's perfectly off the post and in. Nwpo staring down Jack off the kickoff, has decided to just boom a power shot, and it's going to work. You can see him calculating as he locks in. Am I going to be able to just shoot this right off the rip? I think I can. And he actually was only barely right. Jack overshooting his recovery. I think if that ball is a little bit more towards the side, he can save it with the head of his car and clear it easily. But he actually overshot it, which is really something that happens often when you're recovering with very little boost. You kind of just are at the mercy of wherever your flip puts you. Sometimes it puts you too far forward, and you just have to accept and try and make a play either way. Demo, Jack onto Nwpo. He needs to get this ball to the net as quick as he can. I'm not sure this is going to be quick enough. Nice attempt at it, but it's definitely an all in play, and Nwpo is not going to make it. 6-1. Oh my goodness, Nwpo is just freestyling now. Seems to feel comfortable in this game. Jack is willing to take his second goal. And this is definitely going to be a question mark moment for Nwpo, but only if he doesn't hold on to the lead. Jack air rolling, faking, 50ing. Great play from Jack. You see him getting up behind this ball, rolling around like he's going to look for that top right corner. And you see Nwpo has to respect that. Once he's off the wall, not a lot of adjusting he can do, and that's when Jack goes for the 50. And I mean, he is very much within striking distance here. Lots of time left on the clock for Nwpo to essentially not take that free goal for fun. And he's going to 50 with Nwpo for what should be a free goal. Jack not going to miss his free goal. And now all of a sudden, he's within one. It's a little nice little chain dashing, horse dashing, I think they call that from Jack on the celebration. Jack is going to leave now. And I think this is... I mean, this one's probably leaving no matter what, but that's got to be a slight adjustment to what was happening earlier on. Jack was clearly trying to stick around, trying to get beats, be quicker than Nwpo. That has proven to not work at all. And it's been a better idea to reset back and get some boosts, at least stand a chance. And air dribble bump is going to go in. So 5-5. We are now all tied up. Moments ago, I feel like not even a minute ago, Nwpo not taking his wide open net. You have to assume, because he's just feeling comfortable and feels like this is a free win. And now, all of a sudden, he's all tied up. And sometimes, you know, mismatches are so great that I would say, you know, a player like Nwpo could still be comfortable, still feel like he's guaranteed to win. But I don't know, Jack is a little bit too good for that to be the case. Now, the thing is, so far, one of Nwpo's normal biggest weaknesses is he'll go for some crazy clip and he'll leave a wide open net open. But that's actually what Jack has been doing more often than not. And I shouldn't say not exactly the same way. Jack isn't like trying to hit nasty clips, but he is going a bit too all in, low boost, oftentimes not connecting, and then landing with zero and having to watch Nwpo walk in a goal. And this time, Jack, oh my goodness, I was going to say, maybe with a heroic save after going from the ceiling back down to the ground. But Nwpo able to 50 it, post it in. Jack, nice flick. Even Nwpo's going to give him the nice one. We'll go watch it from Nwpo POV as he loses the kickoff. Not able to cut back to a perfectly placed shot. Nwpo seems really keen on all those kickoffs to make sure he uses some camera movement to get the perfect read on his opponent's recovery. Hoping for probably a bit of a stronger pinch here, as this one instead just gives the ball away to Jack, and Jack thought he could surprise Nwpo here with a long shot, and it definitely did not work out. Even if he didn't expect an immediate goal, he was at least hoping to grab some boost and then start an attack. But the thing about trying to be faster than Nwpo or catch him off guard doesn't work very often, and instead it results in a quick Nwpo set up the other way, and no choice but to respect Nwpo in the air. And he will get faked. Now down 8-6 with 45 seconds left to go. Nwpo pre-flipping, really just passing the ball over to Jack on the sidewall. Challenge from the ceiling. Nice use of the flip from ApparentlyJack. Putting the ball right back at ceiling heights. Saw Nwpo, who is going to have to use his jump to get back down and make a proper challenge, assuming Jack does nothing with the ball. Which means he'll likely have to use all the resources he has and won't be able to adjust once Jack pops it back up. That's what he was able to do to get himself within one. Now double jump bump will connect. Nwpo trying to get out around it. Credit to Jack, who has been very mobile here on these air dribble bumps. There's a lot of people who will get locked into exclusively protecting the ball, but you see Jack, he's making the read. He recognizes Nwpo is trying to go out around it, and instead of, you know, camping out near the ball, is actively seeking Nwpo out and making sure he connects on the bump. Doing so has got him a tie game. Nwpo, though, kickoff win when it mattered most. Jack sends this one high. He has boost to get to it. Nwpo went for the demo. Jack goes for the full long shot. It's not in. Can he chase this one down? I think Jack has learned his lesson about trying to outspeed Nwpo. And Nwpo chaining some dashes together to take this one the other way. Did he just over-rotate, though, with those dashes? Maybe. But no hook shot from Jack to get it going. So OT in game number 2. Keep in mind, this is a game that Nwpo basically gave up a free net because he felt so good about it, and Jack will win the kickoff and low 50 for a tie series. Nwpo, I think, is going to be taking all of his available goals from here on out. He tried to go in and out. Jack just takes it low and ties up the series 1-1. Do I have insight on who's playing for RLCS 1s? No, I think... Is it possible to sign up for RLCS 1s? Start GG or whatever, wherever you'd sign up for it, I think is the only place to check. I have never checked. I've never heard anything about signups. Nwpo versus ApparentlyJack. Game number 3. Are we going to see a lock-in here from a Nwpo who seemed to be playing in free play and might have lost the game because of it. Nwpo trying to tap that to the ceiling. Jack, clean catch. He likes playing around the nets. Maybe not, preferably on low boost, but that does not seem to be the right idea here against Nwpo. EU signups are already open. That probably means South American signups for 1v1 are already open. I think I remember someone saying Exotic had signed up for all CS1s. The real question is, when do they close? That's what really matters. I mean, unless, of course, some big names sign up early, but I wouldn't necessarily expect that. Look at this flick from Nwpo. Jack instantly drops the nice shot because it's so well deserved. He's on the back wall. Perfect clean catch to pop this up, and then the air roll around the ball to cuddle it perfectly before launching the diagonal flick across the length of the field. Nwpo, first touch reset. Okay, he's back in free play. He's back in free play. Nwpo popping this one up for the first touch reset, and then the musty that Jack does not stand a chance at reacting to at 106 kilometers per hour. Jack trying to control this into the corner, gets the boost and get back to the ball. That's why he's going reset touch. It'll both slow the ball down and hopefully give him a dash to try and pick up the boost and recover to the ball. But that's just not how it ended up working out. If he gets this save, he can actually get back to this one. No, Nwpo will pre-flip it. Not a bad save here, considering he went in and out. Nwpo cut it away from him. But Nwpo did not give up. He did not completely take off ball cam as he looked to cut back to the corner. And he's able to pre-flip to force one in. This is the response to Jack taking a game. Nwpo has seemingly had enough, up 4-0. And there is the classic speed from him. So much camera work as he tries to make sure exactly where the next challenge is coming from. And he fakes Jack here. You fake him again? Yeah. This is the only way he was going to score was another fake, but Jack also knew that getting faked was the only way. So he's able to stay grounded. Nwpo reset. Such a strong catch. Able to get so much momentum going. Jack is waiting. Maybe it's going to get played off the bounce, but Nwpo brings the ball right to him and just uses his superior speed in the moment to force the ball through. 5-0 for Mr. Nwpo. Jack pre-flipping, wants a 50, and Nwpo somehow saves it. And not only that, he gets a better recovery. It's going to be a goal for him. Nwpo off the sidewall, ground pinching it as part of the save. Now we'll have to see if a net becomes available. Is he going to pass it up, or is he taking every single one now? This is a similar game state to when he started to relax last time. It was 5-1 as opposed to 6-0, so at least a little bit different, but there's still tons of time. Another air dribble, another fake. 7-0. Mr. Jack. I don't know if this is necessarily a fake or if he's just protecting the ball as he sees a challenge coming, but it's going to work out as one. Wave dash kickoff for both. Nwpo's a little bit faster as he takes a dribble from the back wall. A la Diaz. Nwpo has a reset. Double reset. That's going to land far short of the nets. And will fake the touch towards the side wall. Jack slightly convinced of it. And now he has to drop him a nice shot. Look at this little single jump. Then he holds his flip in order to shoot on the dash. And pop this right off the bounce. Jack not going to be able to react to that. It's also so well timed by taking a beat before taking the shot. It allows Jack to recover and essentially over-recover. Push himself past... Oh, did he say go next? Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. Yeah, we can go next. My bad. I was wondering why there was no kickoff. 8-0! Sorry, didn't see you right away. 8-0 for Nwpo in game number 3. Game number 4. Nwpo didn't drive on the kickoff, and it didn't seem intentional. He says sorry. He's going to give the ball back to Jack. And Jack will run it from there. Jack with first possession. Courtesy of Nwpo, essentially not picking up his controller. Not able to score off of it, though. As Nwpo sends a long shot back the other way. See, there's Jack not trying to get to the ball before Nwpo anymore. I think earlier in this series, there's a chance he might have tried to win that race. He had a lot of boost, good recovery, nice dash. Started off with a lot of speed. A situation in which players often will try and just go for the beat, but he's had enough of that. He's learned his lesson when it comes to trying to beat Nwpo. Why does Feer hate Jack? Not hate Jack, just because I didn't notice he had forfeit after that last goal. Did I miss a full goal? Certainly I just missed a couple seconds, right? He forfeited on that goal, and then we just went to the next kickoff. 2 goals? Did I really? It was 3. No shot! Oh my goodness. I absolutely scammed Jack. My bad. I said, no, honestly, no. Just keep getting scored on. He kept playing. Oh my goodness, my bad. Completely my bad. I should make an apology video. Yeah, that. I did not. It was not 2 goals. Oh, okay, chat's messing with me. I don't know who to. I don't know who to believe, but still. If it was multiple goals, I'm sorry. I didn't notice. The good news is it's working out for Jack. He's clearly bounced back here. So if I did delay his forfeit, then I did so to his benefit, clearly, because now he's cooking as he double jumps this over the top of Nwpo. Nwpo refusing to give up on this ball as Jack chases him down with a big boost advantage. He's got a decent 50 and got a reset off the ball. Jack with a delay pop. Now set up to Shadow. Nwpo gets his shot red. And Jack even gets the corner boost from it. And the midfield as well. All that, though, just to get it taken away. Can Jack get back to this one? He read the touch to the back wall. Watching this all from his POV. Now the long shot is in, and it's 4-1 for Jack. Who sponsored the show match? Wait, that's a great question, Mr. Chatter, who was certainly not a plant. Today's matches, I should say, sponsored by Epic Games themselves and the Hatsune Miku limited time events. Both these guys rocking some Hatsune Miku items. First time chatter just said paid chatter. He was not. He's just genuinely asking. What is the sponsor for today's games? Sleaze Breeze! Thank you for the gifted over to Scallywag. Nwpo faking out Mr. Jack as he starts to work his way back in this game. Hard to blame Jack for prepping for that air dribble that he's seen many times now. Nwpo air dribble over the top of Jack, but only to the post. He's going to have to give the ball up. Jack was hoping that boost would spawn as he rolled through. He knew it was showing up soon. Couldn't really afford to fully slow down. He ends up getting scammed as it spawns right after he leaves. Did he get that reset? He got it that time. I don't think he got it the first time. I was ready to find out whether I was right or wrong, but he went ahead and got it again just to be sure. And ended up giving the ball over to Nwpo. So I think that really just comes down to that first missed setup. I'm sure he felt like he had no choice but to try and go for it later, when really he probably should just given up on the dribble completely. Nwpo with 11 boost. trying to create the best shot out of a supersonic dribble. Jack gonna fake. It's gonna work beautifully. Nwpo loves to move quickly, and he loves to make these big saves. You'll see it on big flicks, big resets. Nwpo is out there cleaning him up. What that does mean is he can get faked. Definitely got faked here. Nwpo on the air dribble. Jack able to tap it away. Nwpo trying to clear out in order to force a bad challenge from Jack. He's just trying to get a bit of separation, I feel, so that Jack cannot be a pest around the ball. If he wants to come challenge, he's going to have to go all the way out to the midfield, and Nwpo does well to get the first pop high and nowhere near the net. Jack is jumping, challenging, kind of protecting the orange half. But if Nwpo just plays it completely away, he can get around and figure something out later. That's what he does to tie the game. Jack dodges the demo. Can he get something out of it now? Nwpo recovering on pads, able to get a decent amount to make a play with, and this time the fake will not work. Nwpo's recovery is so quick. Doesn't even feel like Jack was that slow. You know, Jack launches his fake, but I guess just Nwpo gets to save it with speed. He gets to power through the ball. So 6-5 in favor of Nwpo. A solid bounce back game for Jack in this game number 4, considering how game 3 went, but gonna be all for naught if he's not able to get a win. Jack going to the ceiling as he dribbles all the way from the back wall, trying to go top shelf. It gets denied. Nwpo even powers it out on a double on the clear, and look at that camera movement. This is just something unique to Nwpo that I haven't seen a ton of. He is literally, even when Jack already seems to be in view, he's turning his camera to get the perfect view on him, like locked up, essentially car cam to him, so he can see what's going on. Nwpo double jump bump, and Jack is going to need some kickoffs to go his way here. Delay kickoff as he tries to cheese out the first goal. He wants to go pick up a pad. And now Nwpo loves his time wasting. If he's in lead with 30 to even like a minute left by multiple goals, he has decided to time waste and just secure his win. He will do so in these 30 seconds. And we'll even tap one to the ground for a game number 3 win. Or a game number 4 win, but he's up 3-1. The mods have started a poll on who is the most mechy, with the 5 options being Nwpo, Zen, Dark, Nush, and Diaz. And guess what? For the YouTube fans, I know who your favorite player is. The Twitch is backing you guys up. They have Dark. Nwpo. Pogo shots, as we mentioned. Dark, but it's going to be denied as Jack slows it down. It was still going to be a goal. He needed to get a second touch, but he does. Nice challenge from Jack. If he can find a way to get Nwpo out of possession here, it's going to be pretty impressive. It's a pretty all-in challenge from so far away, but he did connect. Nwpo saw it coming, prepped for his 50, and does eventually get his goal. Nwpo is not even close to most mechy. I mean, certainly he's at least close. Jack, nice play here. Gets the ball out ahead of Nwpo using the dashes and pops to make sure that Nwpo cannot get back. Nwpo taking this whole dribble with Jack just barely in front of him. 2 bumps. And we'll try and shoot this, but doesn't get it. Jack steals the 100. And now going to force the issue. Try and make Nwpo play on low boost. Look at the respect that Jack has for Nwpo. He's not going to go up and try and take the ball away, even when he only has a pad's worth of boost. I have a feeling if Jack truly went all in, he could beat him, but just knows how fast he can be. Maybe he just didn't think, you know, it's worth the trade, spending all that boost just to get it out ahead of Nwpo. And instead, he can just bide his time. Hey, I love this pogo recovery. Or this pogo celebration. If you guys want to start working on your pogos and stuff, just start doing them when, you know, it doesn't matter at all. Like right here. Jack just, he knows he's got his open net. Why not just try and see if he can pogo for fun? That's your Feer life hack tip of the day. Practice your new favorite mechanic during goal explosions, or during essentially goal explosions when the ball is going to go in for sure. I practice my half flips. Type 1 in chat if you practiced your half flips when you're getting better at the game, when the goal explosion happened and it pushed you away. I mean, that's just everybody, right? Certainly we all learned our half flips while the goal explosion pushed us away. You half flip and then land on the ground, smooth, flex on your fellow platinum friends as they flop around. Air dribble run from Nwpo. Wow, Jack able to somehow get the clean save. Jack's car made of steel. What happened here? Isn't even going to show us. Somehow he powered through that. Land on the roof and helicopter spin. Yeah, landing on the roof is also a way that you'd practice air rolls at the beginning as well. Want to learn to air roll when the goal explosion slams you towards the roof. Got to land wheels first every time. Everyone knows this. Instead of getting your head smashed into the ceiling. Jack catching the demo and converting on his goal. 5-1, by the way, while we talk a little bit about goal explosions and recovering. Meanwhile, something that I don't think anybody was going to be predicting based on how it's gone so far is currently happening. A 5-1 lead, a heavy lead for Mr. Jack. As he makes this save, what a save from Jack. Just barely clipping to redirect that ball and put it off target, and he beat Nwpo in his own game. Now, next from Nwpo with 2 minutes left to go. Jack is dominated here in this game. And this is it. This is enough for Nwpo. He says, if you're going to beat me in a speed race to the ball, I've had enough. I do not want to see more. Put me out of my misery. Game number 5 goes to Jack. Game number 6. Can Jack keep up his momentum from what was an amazing game number 5? Jack, little boost steal. Nwpo unbothered by that, especially if he's around a wall. He says, you can have all the boost you want, brother. I have infinite boost, essentially, when there's a wall around, with the way he likes to chain dash. Jack trying to launch a flick out ahead of Nwpo and did not quite succeed. Basically a speed test on Nwpo that he passed, I guess. You see that a lot in ones. Somebody, you know, near the midfield, and you essentially just lob the ball out, put a bunch of pace on it, say, hey, are you fast enough to get back? And there's a way to half pass it, and there's a way to full pass it. The half pass is getting the save, but then not getting your own back corner boost, which means you may end up getting scored on eventually as they pin you back. And then the full pass is getting the save and getting the boost take, and oftentimes getting a goal, because it's usually a bit of an all-in play from the other player. Jack gonna withstand the bump plays before tying it up. And now ultra delay, super delay kickoff, enough that Nwpo could just drive through the ball and then get a demo. I'm not sure that Jack was expecting that result, as Nwpo does not read the initial fake kickoff, but makes up for it. And that is certainly something that demos do a lot in this game. Make up for your mistakes. That wasn't a missed flick, it was a demo attempt. So this is a nice air dribble into reset. Jack gonna drop him the nice shots as he fakes the flick and then gets underneath the ball to pop it up. I love a good whiff in twos, then creep out upfield, get a demo, and leave it open for your teammate. And that was your plan all along, right? Jack with another speed test on Nwpo with him shadowing close, trying to flick over the top of him. Nwpo able to save it to the backboard and launch a psycho to clear it away. Jack, not the best catch in the world to create a shot out of, but he is still going to get the boost steal. Nwpo so dangerous here on this side wall, though. Against a different opponent, you would not have even had to use as much boost to chase away, but Jack does recognize that Nwpo will be chasing him down, will have maximum speed, stayed full boosting as he rotated back, and was able to get his open net. A must-win game, might I say, for Mr. Jack, who has to win 2 straight if he wants to take home the prize. Nwpo speed testing Jack, and Jack does not pass. Jack steals the corner boost. Nwpo set up on the sidewall, dashing through the sidewall into a power shot. And that will be hard enough. Jack, big kickoff win, I would say here. Great placement. Good conversion on a massive win on the kickoff. This is the kind of game where you probably need to convert on all of these. There's definitely a way to mess that up, but side flipping underneath the ball to slot it perfectly top right is not the way to mess it up. That's the way to guarantee it goes in. Another kickoff win for Jack, as he's going to cut this ball towards net, trying to make sure Nwpo cannot leave the center of the field, has to defend at all times, but doing so also resulted in him kind of losing control of the ball and cutting it away, forced him to go into the corner to kind of reset the possession, and then that air dribble leaves a lot to be desired. It's going to result in a Nwpo goal instead. Wonder if Jack could go back now and let Nwpo rotate back, get 100. If it meant he could set up a different attack. Nwpo wall dashing into a power shot. And now launching this one up to the ceiling. And he's going to get a goal out of this. My goodness, Nwpo. Jack taps this one away. Nwpo launches it straight up to the ceiling, grabs the boost, single jumps to get around the physical play that Jack is going to try and throw on him in the corner, dashes his way back out to the ball, and then shoots it on target ahead of a late recovering Jack, who was not able to connect on his physical play. Now Nwpo bringing in delayed kickoffs as well. Up 3, the minute 40 left to go. Feels like an important possession here for Jack. He is certainly still in it if he can launch this one in, and he beats Nwpo out on a long distance reset shot. You need to put a lot of power on these if you want to get defenders to miss. He gets the reset and just slams it in. Nwpo slows it down slightly, or at least, you know, changes its angle slightly. Not enough to prevent the shot. Jack needs to take this one away. Nwpo on very little boost. Can Jack convert this possession for a goal? Tapping up over the top of a speeding Nwpo to the side wall, and a shot is just, oh, barely not on target. I wasn't sure which way it was going to go. Had to hold my breath to find out, but right before it bounced its way fully in, Nwpo makes the save. And I wonder if Jack had to score that if he wanted to bring this one back. He's going to get boost in his own back corner. Nwpo gets the midfield 100. Air, dribble, bump, and he reacts to everything Nwpo does. Nwpo's dancing underneath the ball, looking for a way to get around it. He single jumps here, says, nope, I'll just get bumped if I go that way. Let me swing around, go off the sidewall. Nope, I'm getting bumped if I go that way too. Minute left to go. Important kickoff here for Jack. We have seen Nwpo do a great job of time wasting with about this much time left. Jack does win the kickoff again. Nwpo on 0 boost, unafraid, chasing down the ball as he plays off of mere pads. He is trying to force Jack off the ball there and does so slightly. Jack does recover enough to at least 50 this one in the air, dodges the physical play again, but Jack back in control, but only for a moment before the half flip challenge. Nwpo is trying to suffocate Jack here and not let him get any offense going. Nwpo's been playing on 20 this whole entire time, and Jack has not been able to escape the box. Again, Nwpo's going to chase him down. He almost convinced Jack to own goal. He did. Nwpo is suffocating. This side flip is the last time he touched the ball. Jack, trying to get out, just puts the ball in his own net. He was looking for any answer and could not find one. 20 seconds left to go. Heavy delay. He pops this one up to the ceiling. He dodges the Nwpo bump pressure, but Nwpo has recovered. Undercuts him for the boost. This is a really strong chance for Jack. He should be able to score, and he does. So he needed to score within 10 seconds. He managed to do so. And now he needs another 10-second kickoff. He's been using the delays every time he wants one. Will he dare delay twice? He did get to the ball slightly late there, but it was not a full-on delay. 5 seconds left to go. Neither one of these guys have a ton of boost. Nwpo's going to double bump him, steal the boost, and take... He actually popped it up. He could have ended the game. Instead, he wants another goal. And he does win all the same. GG's. My goodness. Nwpo is relentless, and he will win the best of 7, 4-2. My goodness, what a series.